Today is a pretty big day, and I mean that literally. Because GameStop just called me to let me know that my pre-order for the 18-inch Boba Fett has arrived. And you guys know me, I am a sucker for 18-inch pops, so let's go over to GameStop. Okay, so we've made it to GameStop, and before we pick up the Boba Fett, I have to look around to see what they've got, because there's probably some new stuff. And right away, I'm noticing the Chrome Stormtrooper with Pop Tee, and I know last time I saw this, I didn't pick it up because of the sticker, but this one is in my size, and I've kind of been debating on it because I do like that shirt. And then also right above that, I noticed that they got in some of the newer My Hero figures, and they still have this t-shirt, which I really do enjoy, just the pop, in my opinion, is kind of lackluster. Oh, and then check this out, guys. They have most of the Miss Marvel figures. I think the only one they're missing is Miss Marvel and Kamala Khan, because they also have Bruno over here. Yeah, I don't think I see her anywhere. Oh, and then below the Miss Marvel, they do have one of the Blacklight Nightmare Before Christmas ones, and this one here is Sally. I have most of the set, but I'm not 100% sure if I've got her. I'm gonna have to pass for today because of that. Because here's the thing, if I do have her, I don't need two of them, and I'll probably find another one, so we'll wait for today. Oh, and I didn't notice this, guys, but it looks like down at the bottom here, they do have the Harry Potter Advent Calendar, and I think this is the one that came out last year. They're just like re-releasing it, and I remember the one that came out last year was literally just different colors, and then they never changed the figures. I think it might be that one, so I'm gonna pass on it for today. Maybe I'll check out a video of it to see if it is different, but they look very similar. I think I remember that Hermione from last year. But if you guys know anything about this and maybe the figures are different, please let me know in the comment section below, because I'd love to open it up for you guys. Oh, and then just to the right of that, they did get in the Black Adam on Throne. I really like how that looks. And now let's take a look at the top, where it seems like they have some of the tie-dye ones. I think they just have Chica, though, as well as Biz Markie, Cho-Cho from Boruto, some of the bigger figures, and they do have the Penguin, which is pretty good from Batman Returns. And now actually, when it comes to the Five Nights at Freddy's ones, the only two that I'm missing, and I know I've mentioned this before, but I figured I might as well talk about it again, is Freddy as well as Bonnie. Then I've got every single one of them. And I understand there's only 4 of them in the collection, but hey, I gotta start somewhere. Oh, and now here's something that I ran into, guys. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's game called Night of Frights, and it's made by Funko. I don't think I'm gonna be getting this today because I don't think I'm gonna play it, but there are 4 little minifigures that come inside. It's kind of interesting.
It's like a pizza box.
Oh, you're right. Thanks, Noah. And Nate, what are you doing here? And because I'm probably not going to be picking this up, if you guys want to see what the figures look like, this is them in the corner, and I think they might be squishy. It's kind of hard to tell. And now I think that's pretty much everything that's new back here. Oh, wait, no, they actually got the Queen Flash Gordon album. Ooh, that could be a cool one today. But besides that, that's pretty much everything new for back here, so let's go grab my pre-orders. Okay, so we're out of GameStop, and I got my Boba Fett, and also I want to let you guys know we're in front of Walmart, and I remembered because of the Penguin that I haven't actually shown you any of my SDCC stuff, so we're going to do that too when we get back to the office. But before we do that, we of course have to go into Walmart. I'm going to be hit by a car. All right, now we've made it to the pop section, and I think you guys knew this already. It was going to be very similar to the last time we saw it. Actually, there might even be less pops than last time. And I guess there are some okay ones like Jordan Peele as well as Jackie Robinson, Selena Kyle on motorcycles, some hockey ones, TLC, Thena, which is a Walmart exclusive. I guess that's something. And then a little bit lower, they do have Zombie Black Panther, Michelangelo, way too many of the Minions, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and actually, guys, they do have a couple more pops over to the side, but that's nothing great. And now, since there was nothing in terms of pops, we might as well come over to the Lego section, because last time I was here, they actually had some new stuff, like this one over here, the Vespa 125, which they do have a couple of still, as well as the Meditation Chamber. Oh, Noah, good catch. They have the Wakanda Forever. Is this the, yeah, King Namor's throne room? Pretty neat. And now, actually, with them having that one, they might have some other new sets as well. Okay, it looks like it was put here on purpose, but they have the Office one. I've been meaning to pick this one up. I believe it comes out October 1st. We gotta get this. Oh, and then above that, guys, it looks like they also have the Lego Ideas Jazz Quartet, which I'm not gonna be getting today, but still pretty neat to see. Okay, so we came over to Canadian Tire because they doubled the size of our location, and I thought they were gonna have more Lego because of it, but now it looks like they just spaced it out a bunch. And now here's the thing, they don't have bad sets, it just looks like very few. It's too bad. And I know that sometimes they do have pops. I'm just not seeing anything yet. I mean, they do have huge aisles of toys. It's just, I don't know. All right, so I did some digging, and sadly there is no Funko Pops. We tried. I know it's kind of obvious, but I want to be the first person to say this. The Boba Fett is massive. And I was thinking about it, they haven't actually done an 18-inch figure in a while, so I think it was really cool that I was able to get this one today. And if you guys want to see the front of the box, here is what it's looking like. And I've always found it to be kind of a bummer they don't put a window on the front of these boxes, but they're so big, I understand. And so here we go, everybody. The top is coming off, and I'm going to be seeing the Boba Fett for the first time. Oh, wow. And now one thing I am curious about with this figure, because I believe it's the first ever 18-inch Star Wars one. I'm looking around the room, it is. I don't know if this one's gonna have a base or bobble. Because when it comes to the sodas, they do have a base and they do bobble, so I wouldn't doubt that they will. Okay, so there's no base. And now the question is, does this thing bobble? And let me grab it. No, it does not. Okay, so that is pretty unique for a Star Wars character. And if you guys want to see, here it is out of the bag. I mean, this thing is amazing. And also, from my recollection, this is now the world's largest Star Wars Funko Pop. I don't think there's anything bigger, or at least nothing you can buy. Like, they might have a figure bigger at a convention, but something that you can purchase, this is definitely it. And I'm hoping that Funko does make more figures this size in the future, because I would love a Darth Vader, or maybe a Luke Skywalker, or a Wampa would be sick. I just feel like, though, when it comes to making an 18-inch figure, they have to make one that's gonna probably sell well, so to make a main character like Boba Fett, well, actually, now that I say that, Boba Fett's not a main character. He wasn't a main character till his show released. But what I'm trying to say is, a popular character like this, it makes sense. But when it comes to something like the Wampa that I mentioned earlier, it probably wouldn't sell as well. But you'd have to admit, though, any Star Wars character this big would look sick. Now, everyone, let's get into what I got over at GameStop as well as Walmart, and then we'll get into what I picked up over at San Diego Comic-Con, the stuff that I probably should have shown off like a month and a half ago. And so I did end up picking up the Flash Gordon Queen album. I thought that this one was just such a sick character, and I mean, look at how cool it is. And now, from the looks of it, it seems like the head on Freddie Mercury is the exact same as one that we've got in the past, but the body is completely unique, with him actually having a lightning bolt on the front, and I love how big the Flash Gordon logo is in the back. Then after that, over at GameStop, I did end up picking up the Pop and Tea bundle. And I don't know if I was really making fun of it today. I don't know. The only reason I was debating on getting it was because of the Pop being kind of lackluster, but because I really enjoyed the t-shirt, I decided to go for it. And I am also a little bit bummed that this one doesn't have the Pop and Tea bundle sticker like it does in the States. I don't even know why they would remove it. It seems like more work to not put it or take it off. I don't know what's going on there. And if it did have that, I would have picked it up way quicker. But because of that, I don't know. I kind of hem and hawed about it. Hem and hawed about it? Well, that's a new one for me. And now, of course, you can see the Pop inside of the box. But now I want to take a look at the t-shirt because I couldn't see it besides the packaging. And you know what? Oh, this is looking great. Yeah, I am really liking this shirt. Also, it feels a little bit thicker than the normal Pop tee. It seems like a nicer t-shirt material, and if you guys want to see what it's looking like, here is the logo. I am really enjoying this. And now, everyone, let's check out the brand new Office Lego set. I'm not going to be building it today. We're going to keep it in the box for now. I don't know when I'm going to be building this, but if you guys would like to see a video maybe over on the second channel, let me know. And it's funny because I was actually going to be picking this one up as soon as it released on Lego's website, and I was thinking of maybe waiting because then I could get the points for it, but I don't really care about that. I think it's fun to have it a week early. And if you guys want to check out the backside, because I didn't show that off while we were in the store, here it is, and I'm loving all of the little like mentions and nods to different episodes in this thing. Like the stapler and Jell-O, Kevin's Pot of Chili, the Pyramid Scheme, there's a bunch of them in here. Also, this set comes with a crazy amount of minifigures. Like, take a look at all of the ones you get inside. So seriously, this is going to be a fun one to build, and let me know if you guys want to see it. And now, everybody, let's jump into the San Diego Comic-Con stuff. And now we're not going to be going too into detail because there is so much of it, and also it came out a couple months ago and I'm sure you guys have seen it before, but let's at least talk about everything that I did order from the Funko shop. And I know I did go to San Diego Comic-Con. This here was more so just like if I couldn't get it at the booth because sometimes they sell out. And so the ones that I ended up getting were the first ever Ted Lasso as well as Cassian Andor, and I think that these were definitely some great pickups. Especially because Andor was not on Disney Plus yet, so if people start to really like the show and this figure came out before that, it could be a hard one to get. And I haven't watched any of the show yet, but Noah and my dad have been saying it's a really good one, so I'm probably gonna have to give it a watch. And then when it comes to Ted Lasso, this was the first ever Ted Lasso figure they created, and after announcing this one, they then announced a wave of Ted Lasso figures, so people are gonna wanna go back and pick up this one as well, so I'm glad I got these right away. And then when it comes to these three down here, we've talked about them a good amount on the channel, because both of the Toucan ones I picked up over at SDCC, and we talked about them then. And then when it comes to the Power Ranger Donatello, I picked this one up, but it was funny because I wasn't actually able to get Leonardo on the website. It had sold out too quickly, and I was lucky enough to get one at the booth, and then while I was there, the guy was like, do you want to get the other one because it'll have the con sticker? And I said, sure, why not? I mean, I was at SDCC, I couldn't say no. And now when it comes to these two here, they're some of my favorite from the convention, just because of the amount of detail put into both of them. And something that was really cool is that you could purchase this figure, but then also take a picture of it at the booth, and it was massive. I think the biggest Funko Pop they've ever created, like literally the biggest one, like not one that you can purchase one that they have even at conventions, I think it was taller than Hulkbuster. Because before this one, Hulkbuster was their biggest, coming in at like 10 feet, and it was definitely taller than that. And if you guys want to see her, this is just a really well done character. I'm super enjoying it. And I did also hear that at some point there is a second wave of Squid Game characters coming, so it's definitely nice to have this one before those ones release. And this was also a pretty major part of the show, so it's fun to have. And then, of course, everybody, we've got the Penguin and Duck Ride, the reason I'm showing all these off today. And you know what? I think this is the first time I've ever seen it out of the box. So we've got the penguins with the rockets on the back, and then the penguin is holding his umbrella and top hat, pretty fitting. And then the Duck Ride in general is just looking really great. I'm so glad I got this. Oh, and then I almost forgot to show you guys that I was able to grab the Pop mask. This one was Freddy Funko, limited to 3,000 pieces. It was actually one of the only limited things at the con. I'm pretty sure there was also a Loungefly bag that came with an exclusive Pop, but besides that, that was about it. And well, anyways, guys, there you go. That is everything for today. And please let me know in the comment section below, what is something that you guys picked up recently? Could be a Funko Pop, a soda, actually any collectible for that matter. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been an episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Singing low while I pop a bottle off of your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. Bitch, I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not badass beat. Keep on going till you hit the spot. Whoa, I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big bed, never drop it low. Mama called me and she happy with the grow. Never ever fall for a body that's a no. Just pop the Kenny about